Hello, welcome to our brand new listing here at Lichfield Road, Serangoon Gardens. So when I first got this listing, I was very excited. If you all follow the channel, you all know that I'm a big fan of elevated landed property. Here at Lichfield has a very interesting backstory. This is a very unique landed property where there's actually two entrances. Where we are currently standing, facing Lichfield Road, used to be the back. Hence, there's this step up. The actual entrance is from the front later on, where we will show you guys. But when the owners rebuilt this property, they kind of orientated this to the front, where you have the car porch over here. Why I like elevated landed properties is because when you are on the outside, you cannot really see what's happening in your living room. Similarly, when you're in your living room, you also cannot see what is happening outside. It gives you a lot more extra privacy. And it also looks very grand. Zoom up over here, you just look a lot more grand than your typical 2.5 story on the ground level. This particular unit is tenanted to a French tenant, right? Because we are in a close proximity to the French International School. So you see, great place for you to, number one, park your car, but you cannot have too high a car. If you want to park here, then you just have to park outside. Right? But if you're a big fan of having a proper garage, this is perfect. Come, let's go.
Where's the
He got carried away.
went missing?
So this is what we mean by when you are elevated, right? You really don't see what's happening on the street level. There's lots more privacy. Our first floor is like the opposite second floor, and then the top is like much clearer already.
So what the owners have done, erected a awning over here. Seller's very nice for the tenant. They erected this awning over here to kind of really make this a proper usable patio. And then the garden, you can stretch the garden all the way to the front. Versus if you are ground level kind of landed, this part would be your car porch already. So you don't get the luxury of having this nice tree over here, and the garden can stretch all the way to the edge of the...
There's a bird nest.
Oh yeah.
I didn't expect. I was like, what is that? I thought it's a hornet nest, but oh.
They were hoping for birds to come by.
I'm not sure whether we said the size of the land is about 3,000 square feet. The owners actually wanted to pull off a Balinese vibe. They used to stay here Then a couple of years back, they decided to move out and then rent out this place, right? So in order to achieve the Balinese resort feel,
A lot of wood elements in the house and a lot of like stone feature in this area where they use as their dining table is their feature wall here with this stone pattern tiles.
so in the middle, there's also a skylight that brings natural light down towards the center of the house. I'm a big fan of having airwells in the house. The airwell feature, for now, people usually use it more for aesthetic, right? The living room width is about 6 meters, right? The overall width of the plot is about 8. We have a newly added pool here. Don't know how to open this. But anyway, the newly added pool, you see it in the B-rolls. The owner doesn't really cook at that time. But if you do want to cook, then we do the wet cooking further to the back. Of course, they have added this dry kitchen over here to give you a little bit more countertop space.
The favorite part of the house.
Ah yes, this one is the pride and joy of the seller. He went all the way to Bali to find this door. That's why you see everything is designed specifically to fit the door. And then as we go in, I would say this is one of the prettiest.
Really does feel like a Bali resort. The stone and the plant and the wood elements.
And then oh yeah, for sure. When I saw this, I was like, I took the photo to send her, right? If those of you follow the channel, you
was
please
like,
as well.
Inspiration!
Yeah. And I think it's really quite important that to have a statement piece, right? Because everybody that visits your house will visit the toilet. And I think that's a feature that actually a lot of people...
It's worth investing.
Yeah, and a lot of people overlook. So having a nice common toilet on the ground floor, powder room on the ground floor is actually very important. Over here, we have the helper's room.
So this is the supposed front entrance that has now become the back entrance.
Some of you may complain, say, wow, then I need to walk the steps up. So this is a house that gives you the best of both worlds, right? And elevated from the front. And if let's say don't want to walk up the stairs, there's a second entrance for you, right? So this is the second entrance. You can drive up, behind is a driveway. You can turn the car in. And this was actually the original entrance to the house. They use this as the yard area.
Oh, yo!
And you know another plus point about this, other than it being accessible, you're also not back to back to your neighbors, which is really typically what the other landed properties have to face, right? There's going to be a wet kitchen if you want the wok hei, zi cha style cooking.
So we have the bottom shutter here. I believe the door is like that. Ta-da! Cool. And behind here is storeroom. Yes, under the stairs. Lots and lots of storage. Shall we head up?
As I always say, right, the staircase in a landed property, it's also very important how the staircases are laid out. So this being a fresh new build, I like how the staircase is taking up very little footprint in the house. That allows us to have very nice little common areas on the second floor versus our staircases that have many turns, more squarish staircases, right? This is a long staircase, right?
I like this feature here because on the second floor it still feels nice and open and spacey. A lot of times on the landed on the second floor at your corridor place like very so and no wind, dark, but here they have windows and then they have this opening into your living dining room. But yet you realize from the living dining room, right, we didn't really look up to see. So there was like good privacy, but yet from here you can spy what's happening below.
The neighbours have not been built up yet, which is good. There's a lot of natural light lah. Yeah, if they want to rebuild, then they have to set back again. We can head into the master bedroom. So the entire front is the master bedroom, and playing nicely into the Balinese feel, we can see the roof eaves. I think that's a very interesting and nice design feature. And you can take a step out, super pretty. I would say very quaint. So even though there's commercial units across us, they are not the very busy, very hectic kind of commercial units. We are very close to Chom Chom, very close to Serangoon Gardens, but I like Lichfield because it's very quaint.
And on the opposite, you realize that it's not very built up. So it's like all uniformly of the same height, and then you see a lot of the sky.
Wardrobes over here, and the toilet, same thing, have the Balinese feel.
So all the bedrooms have an attached toilet, which is great. This is one of the common bedrooms. See, plenty of space. I think this is a queen bed, but they can easily put in a king bed and then still have study table, wardrobe. And I'm sure if they want to put in a sofa somewhere, they also can. And like their own toilet, which is not too cramped. A lot of the landed houses, when they try to have ensuite toilets for all bedrooms, right, it tends to be very tiny and small, but I think this is like a very good sized toilet. We have one more common bedroom on the second floor. Similarly, very good size also. And yeah, toilet there.
I think if they want to fit, they can also fit a king size bed here, right?
For sure. They can probably fit 2 queens. At the back, okay lah, got neighbor lor. But you see the benefit of having that road in between us is that you're not so close to the neighbor, because if not, then we would be like, we are able to see what they're doing.
How the house is designed, right? Over there, that's the attic. But they specifically choose this kind of stairs, right? So that window over there can throw natural light into this area and into the stairs. Because a lot of the times, the staircase can be a little bit dark if you don't have skylight or you don't have this kind of windows.
Shall I turn off the light?
I think not much difference lah.
Like that. Yeah, so it's still decently bright.
Actually, from there, right, you see over here, right? I would say this house don't have dark corners, right? So over there, we have the natural light to throw in to that landing over here. Here we have natural light coming in this way, and we also have natural light coming in from the skylight over here. So I would say this house really is no dark corners. Very nice.
This one attic is my living room plus my dining area.
Vinci, why we cannot do this kind of roof? Peach roof.
Peach roof is Elie's dream. Her dream is to have peach roof. That was one of our #1 criteria when we went to our architects to design the house. But unfortunately, due to the shape of our land and the envelope control, we could only have the slope near to the front and the back, but in the center have to be flat. That is the restrictions with which you can fit your house in based on URA's design guidelines.
Can slope like that also, ma?
Can, but you cannot meet at the top lah. Not so nice lah.
Oh, you mean we cannot be like
Yeah,
that? We have to be like that.
Yes, to maximize due to the shape of our land. Look at this place. This is a teenager's dream.
It's not just a teenager's dream, it's an adult's dream also, what? No, man?
If it were me, I will probably use this as the master bedroom lah.
Yeah, and the view outside is like...
Check out that view.
How often do you get this kind of view in a landed house? It's so rare. Hopefully we can get this kind of view also, because we are also elevated.
I think our place also got some view lah. It's a very nice vibe. One of my favorite features really is the roof eaves lah. A lot of the houses...
Yeah, I realized they're very smart. They use black glass so that it's not too sharp, the light downstairs.
And probably helps with the heat as well. There's solar films already installed. So don't underestimate this piece of glass over here. This is what brings all the light into the stairwell. I feel a lot of the houses nowadays sometimes are very boxy lah, not much character. It's very unique to have a place with character, yet livable.
Even the sliding doors, this is typically metal or plastic, but they use wood. So all these add to the whole vibe of the house to make it a bit more warm and homely.
Very expensive.
Even the window casing in the toilet also. But I feel a bit more Scandi vibe than Bali vibe.
Look at this view when you walk down. It's so nice also. with their purple plants. So if you like the place and you're interested to check this place out, feel free to drop us a text. Happy to show you around.
Don't forget to like and subscribe as it will help out the channel a ton. Till next time,
Bye.
bye.